remember. SHIT.
Last session, we found the gambling arena, and we freed Feyre freed the drow lady that Sneaky Boots is here with, his boss. She also encountered an old friend in there, if I remember right. And then we just beat everybody up. But we've acquired friends. I think that's about the size of it.
We freed all of the unwilling gladiators, and now there is a group of fighters in the center of the arena. We ended like exactly after we killed the last person, so.
Alright. So, remember correctly, this was the fight where you guys kind of realized, at least in the case of Feyre, because Feyre fought these guys in the very beginning of the campaign. These guys' comrades. Yeah, these guys were a lot easier this time around. You've gotten a lot stronger. And by a lot. Pretty sure a couple people died via getting yeeted off the top floor of the stadium.
Yeah, I think so. I'm remembering that now.
Right, Mandy. Okay, you had to dip away before the round of combat. Torian crit. The boy crit on his yeeting check.
Yahoo!
Yeah, he had a great fucking time. That cloak comes in clutch, by the way. Please remember it.
That's what I forgot. I was going to say. I know he was given something, and I forgot what it was because I can't find my notes because it's been a month.
It's been a long ass time.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know where I put things, but it's a cloak of something. Is it a sneaky cloak?
So it's in your inventory. It's the cloak of displacement.
Okay. Is it in my Roll20 inventory or my
Roll20?
Okay.
Editing it a little bit.
Yeah, that's one of like the core. This is always good items that just come straight from D&D.
Alright. So.
Okay.
Yep. So essentially every round, until you get hit, people have disadvantage against you. Then once you get hit once, disadvantage is gone. Until the next round.
When they double crit on me, I got you.
You never know.
Stranger things.
Okay. So, the bodies are just lying there. The last sounds of chatter and footsteps and sighs of relief. You may hear a little bit of like crying from happiness of like, okay, we're finally free.
Well, Feyre just kind of like catches her breath for a moment, looks around, counts the heads of the people that she actually like knows. It's like, all right, that's most all of them, I think. You can't see everybody, but most all of them she can spot. And then, as she catches her breath again, she will just kind of look over to the party for a moment and look down towards the gladiators and just let out one of those real loud whistles. Kind of waves a hand, trying to get attention.
Doesn't take long. You get their attention.
And Feyre just kind of like sets her hands on her hips as she kind of looks over everybody and looks over the bodies. Imagine kind of like sidestepping one that she was just searching the pockets of, because that was the other thing we did. go searching for money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where's all that gambling money they have?
That's not as much as we'd hoped, but we got some.
Yeah, a couple hundred.
But Feyre just like sets her hands on her hips and looks over everybody. Well, that's all handled, so we'll make this real fast and easy and for everybody to understand what's going on. Y'all deep down underwater deep from what we can tell. And this is the nice little hideout of the Xanathar Guild. Gonna give you a couple of options going forward. Y'all need to get to Skullport, and she just like points vaguely the direction. We figured out how to get to Skullport that way. Y'all wanna go back up to Waterdeep? We can point you toward the stairs. But if you're more inclined to, well, seek a little restitution for what just happened to y'all, cause ain't none of y'all wanna be here. Well, we're planning on blowing this place up and making sure there ain't nobody gonna be using it anytime in the future, but that also means that more than likely we're gonna be coming across Xanathar himself, which you didn't know, because we didn't know until yesterday. He is a beholder, so if you would like to help with that, that's on you, but we could use some.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. If my sheet would load properly, that would be nice.
Oh, that is the question, isn't it?
That's a nat 20.
Wow.
I can take a picture if you want me to.
That's
Damn.
Honestly, it makes sense though.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, we can use our dice. I forgot.
I
Yeah,
know.
you can
Every
use your
time we
dice.
play rogues, I'm like, oh wait, my dice.
Yeah, you can use your dice. I trust y'all.
What are my particular clicks?
I
Mhm.
long for my egg dice.
I mean, Joe, if you got a camera on him, you can.
I do have a camera, but it's annoying.
I know, but I bought super expensive page dice. I'm gonna fucking use them.
That's fair and valid.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the same way.
Exactly. Fucking do it. It's worth. But goddamn, this is a favorite dice I got you. Big happy.
The only ones I use for her unless I need advantage.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Okay, fair. So, you have this speech, and, like, what's the vibe you want her to give off?
Just very much kind of frank and straightforward, like, no bullshitting, like, look, y'all just went through some shit, we're not gonna try and, like, keep you here, but y'all just killed a bunch of people, and, you know, we could possibly use some of that. She's not trying to be, like, inspiring at all. She's just, like, very much like, look, you guys have been through hell. I'm just gonna lay it out for you.
Okay.
Terminator. Come with me if you want to live.
Or go home. That's also an option. You can hit the bricks. Okay. So, Fair, you get, like, some murmuring as, like, they're listening to you, like, okay, so Skullport's that way. You see some people are like, oh, that way, okay. Some people ears perk up. It's like, oh, staircase to Waterdeep? Oh, okay. And then you talk about Xanathar being a beholder. And that makes everyone pause for a second. And one person snorts. And that just, like, gets everyone just be like, yeah, okay. Yeah, sure, there's a whole ass beholder down here under Waterdeep. And at first it's like, no one's gonna take this seriously. Because how the a beholder in Waterdeep? Like, here? That's like saying I have a dragon, like, in my furnace. That's fucking horseshit, right? But you see Gottbert, who knows you, who's known you for a long time, and he knows that, like, yeah, sometimes you're up to bullshit, but sometimes you're not. And I believe that he is able to tell when Farah is not bullshitting, when she is not just pulling a leg, when she is just being straight up like, no shit, there is a straight up beholder here. And see, he is the one that speaks up, and it kind of cuts through the laughter. It's like, no, like, she's not lying. She wouldn't lie about that. And that gets everyone to quiet down again as they're kind of realizing, oh, what if there is a beholder here? Where is it? Does it know we're here? And you feel that, like, fear start to permeate through the crowd. On some of the not as thick-looking people, the more squishy people. But they are taking it very seriously now. And
Farah,
you see... Good?
Farah, like, seeing the, like, fear would just kind of, like, raise a hand, kind of like the, like, calming gesture. Well, if you are not that inclined to a fight or comfortable with it, again, we know both the exits out, and we know for sure the one is definitely clear, and the other one, hell, anything between us and it should probably be handleable. So, again, if you're not interested in a fight or particularly good at it, I would advise you start heading towards one of the exits, and ain't nobody gonna begrudge you nothing.
Sitting around here, you're going to get goosed either way.
Yeah, all the this amount of blood's gonna make somebody notice.
Camera pans to the growing pools of blood across the arena, all slowly going down into the drain. I am going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. You see the halfling speak up first. She has a dagger in hand that she sheaths, and she looks up at you, and for her size, Farah, she looks up at you, and she's not showing any outward aggression. She doesn't look like she wants to fight you. But the look she gives you makes you think that, oh, she'd be down. If the situation came to it, even though she's a third of your size. And she is going to call out, yeah, so which way Waterdeep? Because I am done. You guys can have fun with Mr. Giant Beholder. I'm done.
Farah nods and looks around like, any of the rest of you going to Waterdeep with her? Easy to give you a map all in one go.
She's going to Waterdeep. You see the Minotaur look up at you and does a nod, but you hear a very gruff, like, Skullport for me. So, this guy's going to Skullport. This guy is also going to be going to Skullport, as is this one. All three of them are just, like, immediately like, no, we're fucking done. Good luck with that.
The beacons I was hoping for.
They're all, like, evil aligned. They're all selfish as fuck. They're not gonna help you.
I was at least hoping the big one would be like, hey, fight, cool.
No one wants revenge anymore, that's the problem.
These damn millennials.
You can't even get revenge anymore because of woke.
close far out. Well, as soon as like the people kind of like speak up as to where they're going, because Skullport is like just down the hall.
Yeah.
And Feyre will very clearly point that out, just like, go down through the door, turn right, keep going. Should get you there eventually. And we'll look towards the halfling and, like, draw her a map to the staircase. With the clear warning of, like, we're going the opposite direction, because I think we have to go the opposite direction.
Yeah. I believe so.
Like, we're going the opposite direction, so, anybody that you encounter between here and the stairs, that's on you.
Yep.
We've cleared it out, but that's on you.
She kind of pops out her collar a little bit. She's like, I can handle it. It's fine.
She'll hand over quickly, like, scrawled map.
So.
No shade.
Here. No shade. I'm gonna get to her in a second. You rolled nat 20 on persuasion. Now, this is where I raise a question to you all. You guys already have a lot of people with you. So, with a nat 20 on persuasion, you can get all 4 of these guys here. Well, you're going to be getting her because you saved her and she's indebted. You can get all 3 of these guys as well. They are low to mid-level NPCs. You guys already have a fuck ton of people with you, though.
Well, at this point, Feyre's, like, state would also count towards anybody, like, in the party. Like, it really would just be Sneaky Boots and the guard, I guess. Because ain't no way that Yagra's leaving at this point, I think.
Yeah.
And
their name and how to contact them. You'll be owing us a favor later. Get their name and contact information so they can, we'll call it a favor for saving you.
Don't worry, Dabble's a step ahead of you.
Yeah. And
Well, look at their sheets first. Because I believe, if I'm remembering correctly.
I figured the little wizard girl would probably want to leave.
Yeah, she definitely wants to. Alright. So, these guys are also going to be heading out. He can do some stuff, but not enough to warrant him staying here. You guys have much stronger people here, not even including yourselves. So, pretty much everyone, except for the drow lady, is going to be going back. However, Gottbert would like a word with Feyre.
oh, so that's the one that...
That's Feyre's friend.
So everyone's divvying up and going over their maps. These guys already start heading out. They're gone. Unless anyone wanted to say anything to them. Going once, going twice?
Not particularly, just like,
stay gone.
Yeah, I think you're good.
You see any
All cordial.
Xanathar Guild on your way out, kill them so we don't have to deal with them.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. I will remember this. So while those 3 are looking at the map, you see that we can say that these 2 are talking here. Gobbert is going to climb up over here to you, Feyre. Looking a little worse for wear. Finally get a chance to look at him when it's not high tension, high combat, other things on your mind. And he looks more scruffy than usual. You can tell it's been quite a few days he's been down here.
Farrell just kind of look him over and like pluck at him, like his collar slightly, and very clearly like the slightly judgmental of like, oh god, you look like shit, without actually saying it, and just offer her canteen.
There's just a shrug of like, I know. It's a kind of shrug where it's like, in a different context, he'd be showing off what he looks like, but in this context, it's obviously sarcastic. But he will take the canteen, and he will take a gulp of it. When he's spilling some, you see it smudges some dirt on his cheek as he wipes it away. So, thanks. I don't think I got a chance to actually thank you properly.
Fair smirks. No need for thanks. Getting really used to bailing your ass out of stupid situations.
Look, this is only the, third time? We're not counting the last time. That wasn't my fault at all, really. It was your fault, actually.
Keep telling yourself that.
Well, if someone was just better at the game, we wouldn't have gotten accused of cheating.
See, you make a whole big old deal about you being charming and easy on the eyes and flirting with the wrong girls.
There's a shrug of like, guilty as charged. Yeah, I know. Just, I was open her into you normally. Not like this.
Open her into me. You got something else up your sleeve?
Can I just want to visit a friend when I'm in town? Is that not allowed anymore?
Oh, it's allowed. But knowing you, there's always something.
Okay, maybe there's a little something. It's nothing big, really.
Hand on hip, tilt head.
I just heard that a certain captain was looking for you, and I figured I'd see if I could find out why.
Certain captain, which one?
Your favorite one.
And there's an immediate groan.
Don't hate the messenger.
Why the hell would she be looking for me?
Beats me.
She's like kind of scratching her nose a little bit, trying desperately to figure out what she's done. Is she in town?
Not yet.
Oh, fuck me.
Don't know when she's coming here. But apparently she wants to talk to you about something? I don't know, I never really spoke to her much.
Ain't nobody really gonna be speaking with her.
Yeah, I got a feeling she doesn't really like me. Which is weird. People usually love me.
Just rolls her eyes. Don't suppose Ever Pride's around anywhere so I can sneak off before she gets here?
If you're lucky, I think they split off. So, he might be sailing in. Don't know if it'll be before or after she finds you and hangs you by the tail.
She can try.
I think she'd have a... I'm just keeping my mouth shut. You just saved me.
Look at that. You are growing some brain cells.
Some. But I was hoping to run into you at that fancy tavern people are saying that you're running.
call it fancy, but it's a nice little piece that we're starting to work on.
How'd a street rat like you get a hold of that?
You know, I get a hold of everything these days.
You steal it?
Nobody who does something.
Oh, that.
I don't steal. I win.
Right. Okay, well, message delivered. And he kind of gives like a bow. I think it's time for me to get a drink. Or 3.
Yeah. You can head up onto Troll Skull and Water Deep, and when you get there, just tell the waitress, barmaid, that Feyre said you could get a few free drinks and a room to stay in for the night.
You see his eyes perk up at waitress barmaid.
Be careful though. As soon as she says very quickly as soon as she sees that, and she will just loop an arm around his shoulders, and turn him so that he is pointing towards Torin and point Torin out. You see anything over there?
He nods, like, yeah, I definitely see him. Oh shit.
And he's looking at the guy that splattered on the ground below him, well, I didn't try to use all of my strength, but it happens.
Roll me intimidation, Torin. 12.
He's not really paying attention to the conversation. He's just kind of mumbling over there.
Yeah, just looking down. He can't quite hear what you're saying, because he's just looking down. It's like, huh.
Like one of those, what are they called? The tests where you tell, in the shapes what you see, and they tell you what your mental. It's just kind of pointing at him, kind of maybe. What do you see if you see a butterfly? I mean, kind of nice.
There's a pat on the arm, Feyre. Yeah, I think I'll be fine.
Feyre just kind of rolls her eyes. Yeah, test your luck if you want. I ain't saving you if he comes swinging. And if you have any luck, you actually meet Luck at the tavern. I think I introduced you a while back.
The Luck?
She nods. Yeah, he's hanging around going after some sort of... Well, he's told me a little bit, but not a lot.
Look, I don't really want any trouble.
Nah, he's not gonna bring you into nothing.
Okay. Well, I guess we can just catch up if I run into him. But
then she kind of lets go of him and steps back a little bit. She'll just kind of look him over again and wave her hand and use Presto to clean him up just a little bit. She doesn't get rid of everything. At least so he doesn't smell.
There's a nod of appreciation. And he runs a hand through his hair to make sure it's falling in just the perfect way. And he'll hold out a hand, like a little forearm shake.
She'll shake his arm.
It's a nod. It's like, thanks again. Looks like I'll be keeping a spot for you at the bar. Good luck with this boulder thing.
Well, I guess I was gonna have to figure out some sort of tall tales to start telling the other sailors eventually.
Oh, good luck getting anyone to believe that. Unless you bring an eye stalk with you, no one's gonna believe jack shit.
Well, that might actually make a nice trophy to hang over the bar.
Also dangerous. I'd rather not dissolve into dust, drinking a rum and coke.
I'll figure it out.
Okay. Good luck to all of you. I'm gonna hitch a ride with the caravan.
Keep your head down a little fast.
There's 2 fingers to loot as he walks towards the group heading to Waterdeep. You hear very faint as he walks away, just like I always do. It's a lie.
Yeah, she knows.
Mm-hmm. And these guys are all gonna start their way to Waterdeep. Boop. Them there for now. Oh. As the groups all depart, you do see as it clears out that Davil and the Drow Lady have been talking. You can't quite make out what they're talking about, but they're getting closer. And you can hear that it's in Elvish. Does anyone here speak Elvish?
Does anyone here
Yes.
not?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, it is very common, so I assume everyone would.
At the very least, 2 out of 3. I don't know if Feyre speaks it, but I think Wist absolutely does.
Feyre doesn't.
Warren does. Give me your secrets.
Feyre speaks a little bit more niche languages.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dwarvish. Probably because
Wist also speaks Dwarvish.
Wonderful. Alright.
Feyre's not told, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. But as you get closer, those of you who can speak Elvish, which is fucking everyone except Feyre, I think. I think Yagra and Aaron both also don't. So those 3 are the only ones out of the loop.
Feyre starts a conversation with Yagra.
And you hear that they're talking about potential trade deals.
Boring.
Torrin tunes out immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
As you get closer, you see that Davil and her name is Raylan, by the way, so I'm not just saying the Drow Lady. That Davil and Raylan are currently in the midst of work negotiations of trade deals with her Drow network and Davil's Black network.
See, he got something out of this trip too.
But they join the group. Oh, she's a little big. I'll make her a little smaller. It's also a little smaller.
As they climb up to the topmost tier, Feyre will just kind of lift her chin a little bit and wait for there to be a pause in the conversation. So, I'm assuming that you won't be sticking around then.
See, she looks at you, and there's just a single, very curt nod of, yes, of course.
Feyre will nod back. Thank you for any of the help. Your friend, and she kind of cranes her neck and looks around, and she'll just flat out, Sneaky Boots, get your ass out of the back of the line.
Oh, you call him out, and he's like, okay. Into sight he goes. Just, excuse me, Rosette. And this is the most, prim and proper you have seen him today. You didn't think he could stand up straight. You thought he was always doing the cool guy slouch 24/7. But no, he is standing up prim and proper, almost at attention. And there's a slight bow as he stops in front of her. And she gives a nod. And there's a slight releasing of some muscles in his shoulders. But he's still very tense. It's giving oh shit, my boss is in front of me right now and I kind of fucked up.
Or just watches and smirks, not saying anything, just kind of getting ammo for later.
And Zybon doesn't say a fucking word. There's just a small nod from Raylan as she turns back. It's right, and I do hope he was useful, at least somewhat, for you guys.
Figure just kind of crosses her arms as she watches the interaction, nods. Yeah, pretty useful. Pretty settled, making sure that you get out in one piece.
There's a satisfied nod.
Completed his job rather good.
Yes, I guess he did. It's the least he can do.
Oh, be nice to him. He also was in a not great situation. In fact, I think you actually had the better one.
There's a arch of the eyebrows, oh really?
If I may, cut in a moment. With just carefully leaning aside, hand up, finger. I'd like to agree with what was just said. When we found the gentleman here, he was in a set of stocks and we had to free him. If I hadn't gotten to him, he would have had a terrible time. Even so, we had to tend to his wounds. He had a dislocated shoulder, among other injuries. Hale and hearty now, though.
Ships closer, inspecting him. Those close to him can see that he starts sweating. As she zeroes in, he kind of straightens up. And she's nope, perfectly fine, nothing to see here. But she does inspect him, narrowing her eyes, looking at his shoulder, seeing some remnants of bandages from Wiss's treatment. And there's a flick of her tongue. Right, well, it's good that he is in one piece. Especially considering that we're in this mess because of him.
Oh, you don't say.
Kara just kind of snorts.
Torin, there is a glare on the back of your neck, and you know exactly who it's from. Imagine these all got yeeted down the stairs. And she nods. Yes. Someone here doesn't know patience. I hope you learned your lesson. And there's just a nod from Zybon.
They're just casually walking closer, poke Torin in the side. Just be nice.
Well, I'm always nice.
Now that's a flat out lie.
I think I'm always nice.
I've always just saw you punch somebody's head gone.
I mean, I don't think the people here are necessarily saints.
She just kind of like grunts and will look towards. Oh, what's the lady's name again?
Raylan.
Raylan. Okay. And we'll look towards West. Look back towards Raylan. You need us to look over anything for you before we start going? Because, well, what's coming isn't going to be much easier.
There's a shake of her head. The way this is Imig, but bigger.
Pretty lady.
Pretty lady. And there's a slight shake of her head. Waves off the idea. It's like, no, I should be fine.
Yeah, you're done dressing down your, I don't know if it's employee or something else. And she'll just start walking a little bit further. Kind of like pat Whist on the shoulder, pat guy on the shoulder. Let's get going, because I do not want to know if anybody found out what just happened by surprise.
Wist will nod and turn back toward Raylan. Are you his next of kin?
No.
Oh, well, I just was wondering because he does have some cracked ribs that will need some further attention when you get back to Skullport.
And how much attention?
Wist will think for a moment. He will need to be aside from the current venture, laying off the fighting and so on and so forth. It shouldn't be a big problem, but it's certainly something to keep your eyes on.
There's a nod. And she turns to Zybon. If you don't tell your sister, I will. We'll make sure it's done. She gives Wist like a nod.
Wist will nod. Thank you. If you have any other questions about his condition or about, well, anything medical, I suppose I'm the party's doctor.
No supposing about it, yeah. You ain't think any of the rest of us going to be able to bandage everybody up that fast.
Here's a small smile from Wist, and she nods. I am the party's doctor. Looks around. I don't know if anybody else here would be able to conduct a, well, stitches, let alone a surgery, so...
There. Shakes of the head from NPCs.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, you get like one little like half shrug from Aaron. Where it's like, in a pinch, I mean, I could use magic to heal, but that's about it.
Wist then looks back to Raylan. So, it's a pleasure to meet you, and I suppose I'll be looking... No, I will be looking after you.
There's a nod. You see that she approves of the correction you made.
There's also kind of like Farrah will like look over her shoulder really fast and kind of smirk at that. But she's still walking.
As Feyre walks away, Wisp will lean in closer. I hope you didn't have the habit of running off and then saying you're handling it like some members of the party.
I was not lying.
Oh, you got keen lugs, do you?
Fair just snorts.
What a party. Alright.
Let me right here so that I can distract him with me. Devil, come.
Go around.
I'm trying, man.
There's a wall there. You have to go around.
No,
Look, at least it's not as bad as the Foundry wall collide.
Yeah, that shit's irritating. Alright.
my roll 20 is being extremely slow right now.
Understood.
I don't
I'll
know
be
why.
right back.
Okie doke. So. Let me zoom out of this giant fucking map. Okay, the purple X's are where you guys have already placed the things, right?
Yes, I believe so. We've gotten everything on this side. There's like I think one more on the other side that we have to get, one or two more on the other side, and then the ones in like the Xanathar space. Hey, look.
Yeah. I think you guys still need to get the main hallway. Because these guys got chased out of it.
We need to. No, we finished the main hallway, I thought.
Yeah, I think you're right, yeah.
So we need the one that's like above the door question mark on the top of the map, and then the one in Xanathar's room.
Where? And let me see. Alright, could you go ahead and make the 3 X's in the main hallway?
I cannot see the main hallway particularly well.
Oh. It's okay.
Well, yeah,
I will.
can't
I
get
got it.
there fast.
It's all good. I got it. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, I've got those on there. You already got that, too. And you already got the ones downstairs.
So we just really got to finish the circle around and then go back into the center.
Okay. So. I'm gonna just go ahead and just light these guys up. It's very quiet.
Killed everybody.
Are we investigating the door up ahead? Is that what's going on?
Just moving.
Moving and like trying to figure out what last ones we need to handle. So I'll try up here.
Looks like you guys only have 2 spots left. Now, what is still alive here?
Not much. Not on
Never
this
mind.
side of the map.
Oh, don't make those sounds, Amy. We've been through so many combats.
Not on this side of the map. We've cleared this side of the map, ma'am.
Yeah, no, this side of the map is clear. just gonna go ahead and put these two over here.
Help. Where did everyone go?
Around the corner.
Aha.
This is the hallway where we murdered all those people.
You guys do see the jester in this hallway. He was kind of just hanging back, doing his own thing. You kind of hear the jingling before you see him. It's kind of weird. You're kind of grown accustomed to hearing it now, at this point.
Why do I
I
feel
do love
like
this guy.
we inherited a jester?
He's gonna show up at Troll Skull.
Yeah.
See, he is furiously writing in his books.
Do we have to go past the corpses?
It is the most direct route.
Oh boy.
It is the most direct route, unless you want to go around. Do you want to go through the mushroom corpse room?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, just try and cover her nose and go. High stepping through.
You know, I feel like Whist probably is fine with horrendous smells. As a doctor. She's probably smelled some things no one should ever smell.
Infected wounds smell atrocious.
Yep.
Oof. Ouchies.
So this would be the first door that we've come across that we have not opened ourselves. So
Oh shit,
we'll
ghost room?
listen to this one. Make sure that there's not the sound of anybody wandering around on the other side.
Roll me a perception.
$18.
18. You listen close, and you don't hear anything on the other side. You do hear this strange, kind of like thrumming noise. Now, there's something there, but it's something that is so quiet you almost don't even notice it. It's just something that you've heard before. Farah, with an 18, that camera that you shot earlier is back online.
Fucking shoot it again as soon as I open the door.
Roll to hit, my friend.
This thing.
It's over here in this bottom corner.
That's math. 23.
That'll hit. Roll damage. Ooh.
I think I get another one because of
Yep.
Eldritch Blast.
Scales by character level. God bless.
That's a nat 20.
Okay. First one doesn't quite put it completely offline. You still see you still feel the faint thrum of magic through it as it hangs on by a thread. The second shot, it's in pieces. There is no little eye stalk anymore. There is just a smudge of soot on the wall and the smell of burning.
Farah's tail is twitching slightly as she cranes her neck around the corner, double checking if there's anything down the hallway, and shakes her head. Well, all little eyeball things are back, apparently. You think they'd just figure out they ain't that useful.
Well, of course they are, there when you're hitting them like they're pool cues.
What else am I supposed to be doing? I ain't letting them see where we are and how many people we got.
That was a compliment.
Oh. Thank you.
But you turn around, turn the corner. You don't see anything. You just see the smoking embers of what used to be an eye stock camera. And right there, staircase to Waterdeep. You see evidence of some bloody footprints that you're very familiar with. Going down that hall.
Good. They got out.
They have left the building.
And then I think we have to put a bomb right here.
Mm-hmm. Alright, what was it having y'all roll again? Thieves' tools or something? Sleight of hand?
I think. We're trying to hide it.
Are you trying to hide it anymore?
At this point, I don't think so.
Fair enough. Very valid.
Unless
So,
the two of you have other opinions. Kira, Mandy.
No, I feel like enough people are dead. They've got so much else to worry with that this is not going to be the first thing they find.
a random powder keg next to a wall. Huh, must have been the wind. Anyway, where's Greg?
Have you guys seen Greg?
Have you guys seen Greg? I heard he was going to the tournament. Alright.
This way.
Now, you... Oh! Going straight to True. Understood. Opening passage.
Was already opened.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm showing it because it was hidden.
What am I now?
Just saw the open door icon and I'm like, okay, bet.
Bet.
Door open, go through door.
Open, go through door. Alright. She's making way down the left passageway.
I do remember that the room up when we're coming down, that's on the left side, that we have not seen, I think is a bunk room or something. That we just fucking avoided before, and then the room to the right is where the wizards with the eye stalks were.
Mm-hmm.
Activating, please, and thank you.
So you're just kind of like scratches, like we'll get to like here, see the doorway, like see the doorways, and be like, oh yeah, that's what's ahead of us, and just kind of like pauses. I suppose we have nothing that's going to bar up a door and keep people from leaving.
Got rocks, but they're not that big. I mean, my rocks are huge, but you know what I mean.
Oh, are they now? Because that's a condition, you know.
Not like sickly or anything.
Are you needing an examination? Wist is just very flatly looking at him like, is this what you want to do?
Predator Torn's fine. Just bragged in the wrong moment.
Alright, let's see. I don't think I have anything to stop up a door.
Figure just kind of like when there's no idea of like how to stop anything, she just kind of nods, gives Torrid a pat on the arm, and you'll make an awful big surprise to come running through that door if there's anybody still in there. Ever been a battering ram before?
I feel like that's his dream.
Mandy?
Mandy! Mandy, no! No!
Welcome back.
Sorry, my mic, it says I'm on, but I'm not on, so...
Hello.
Yeah, I've been battering all the rams. Just point me to the right direction, because all these halls look the same to me. And my handler.
You hear a snort from the back of the group. But no quip or snark. Just a single snort.
This door! Oops, I didn't mean to unlock it, but
Yeah, that one's the
this
one
over here?
that might have like your standard grunts through it, possibly. We never opened it, so we don't know what's in the room technically. We just
Are these,
heard
like-
drunken snoring.
Are these in the hall just random statues?
They're
Ah.
petrified people.
I am glad you asked, because, I mean, are they petrified people? Because I feel like in this lair, it is just very lifelike humanoid statues.
They're petrified people.
You don't know that.
Do I know it for 100% certainty? No. But favorite 100% is like, oh yeah, that's something a beholder does. That's what these are. I don't like that. That's what we're assuming.
Do you want me to roll medicine?
Not particularly.
Yeah.
Do you want to leave it up in the air?
As long as she's not
Petrified
sensing,
people.
so long as she is not sensing like magic coming off of them as like something that is concerning. She doesn't need to know.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yep.
So, I'm to hold the door or go through the door?
And Feyre just like holds up a finger. Let's check if we need to be going through it first. And she will sneak up to the door and listen.
Roll perception.
Yeah, it's not great. That's a 15.
15. You do hear some sounds. You can probably attribute it to the same snoring that you heard earlier. You do hear some speech, but you're not quite sure if it's active talking or if it's just like sleepy muttering.
Can she just like crack the door open to just peek through?
Sure, but you need to roll me a stealth as well.
Just like holding up a hand with Torrid like immediately behind her. Like
Oh.
if she drops the hand, fucking go.
It's showtime.
Simple instructions I can handle.
Let's see. Stealth. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. A dirty 20. Alright.
That's either good or bad.
So, Farah, you crack the door open slightly. Like, how much are you opening it?
She wants to see if she can get a view of like where the noise is coming from.
Okay. So you crack open the door, and you see some sleeping people. At first, you see two of them passed out on a table. Looks like their hands. You can go open the door, by the way. You see they're passed out at the table, ale mug still in their hands. One of them is tipped over. You see it looks like the spill's been there quite a while. One of them is slouched in the corner. You open the door further, you see there's a bunch of bunks. You see various people are passed the fuck out in them. But you see two people, looks like they're like sharing a bunk. One right above the other. And it looks like they're awake, but they're just talking to each other. And as the door opens, you're able to hear the conversation more clearly. You realize that they're sort of talking to each other. You can hear in their voice that they are both drunk and possibly on something else, because their conversation makes no sense. It's very much like, and what if we like saw wind? And the other was like, bro, I think I see wind all the time. Like, it's like right there for me. It's like, you see it? Do you really see it? It's like, yeah, bro, I see it all the time. Like, but only when there's like clouds. It's that kind of conversation. They do not notice the door creaking open or you hunched down in the doorway, because they rolled a nat 1 on their perception.
Ooh.
Oh no. So, gang, do we want to like try and properly knock out 12 people? Or do we
I
just
wish
leave 'em?
I wish we had a necklace of fireball that had not been recently used to terrorize us, because I feel like just throwing that in there and walking away would be ideal here.
Jesus.
War crimes, war crimes.
They're all sleeping. Two of them are having a bro moment.
Whist would never. I'm fine leaving them though. I don't know if we really want to. I mean, can we just set the thing up like outside of this joint, or
Set the thing up. What
like
do
are we here to set a charge up, or are we just exploring?
Oh, we're just exploring at this point.
Then yeah.
The only charge that we have left that we have to set up is in Xanathar's room.
Oh,
So it's a matter of like we're heading towards the boss battle. These could potentially be minions called. They could not. We don't know.
yeah. I mean, I think it's worth conserving resources and not messing with them too much. What do you think, Mandy?
Torin goes through his Swiss Army pants and pulls out a bag of ball bearings. See, this is what I was talking about. He looks, and why don't we just, we can't lock it, but we can slow him down. And hands on to Farah. I've got small balls too.
Whist pinching her nose. That's also a condition.
But hell, the ball bearings is they're not, that's how they were made. It's kind of mean to be picking on someone with how they were made.
Well, I can't bear your ball talk.
I'm only talking about the stuff in my pants.
And you keep
And
yapping
rocks.
about it.
Fair, very pointed
Well, I'm
nose. door.
This is all in good fun, Mandy. She's not actually mad at him. This is just, I imagine, classic bickering between.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, I've got oil too. Would you rather use that than the balls or the rocks?
We can use them both, to be honest, because I don't want to deal with all of them all at once if we're going to be dealing with something else bigger and worse. And she's kind of muttering to herself. I imagine she is like, can she use like some wire to try and wire the door shut? Did she make an attempt?
Roll me a thieves' tools. We'll call it reverse lock picking, lock making.
Thieves' tools is essentially a sleight of hand, right?
If you're proficient in it, it's your dex plus proficiency. That's if you're proficient in thieves' tools. You could have chosen not to be, for some reason.
Fucking yeah, I'm proficient in thieves' tools.
I mean, it's a skill, you gotta choose when you make the character.
19.
Okay. So, like, what are you using to build this makeshift lock to trap them in there?
Some wire entwined in like bits of wood. She's
Mhm.
really just trying to
All
like,
at the bottom of the doorway.
yeah, like tie it shut as best she can, and then she's gonna dump ball bearings and oil from Tora.
Oh,
in the
Jesus.
front of it.
Draw the square. Which one's the death square? Is it this one?
They're not getting through this. There's no way in hell they're getting through this.
Here.
Can we set up a camera here and like pull it up on our iPad?
Which one of those eyeballs?
later?
I yank an eyeball out the wall and I set the eyeball in front of the door. Here's something entertaining if you'd like to take a gander this way.
Ooh, fuck. Okay. Thank you for the square. The death square. Booby trapped and locked. God help those two guys who were just... They were just vibing. Yes, hi, buddy.
Well, we need to make sure that they don't come running as much as they might just be vibing. If Xanathar calls them and the rest of them wake up, they need to be
Yeah.
Saving their lives, really, you know, like, but not really, because of what we're doing. Big idea is flames, but we're not killing them. They're just not getting out.
We'll have you taking the Hippocratic Oath in no time.
All I know is do no harm, take no shit, but if they started, it's fine.
Wist like looks at him for a second and then just kind of nods like, "You got the spirit."
Farah, you see every word that comes out of both Wist and Torrent's mouth. Davil just looks more and more tired.
Feyre is like sneaking forward with him, sees that, shakes her head. See, I'm not gonna hear nothing about any of this from you. 'Cause you don't have to deal with them on a more daily basis.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to deal with worse.
So this should be a vacation for you.
Not when the worst is with us.
Oh, Yagra's easy to deal with. Give her a drink.
In small doses.
Feyre starts.
And as if on you. You do hear Yagra, who's honestly having her own conversation. Not even paying attention to Torrent in a way. She's got her own chaos going on. And she is trying to convince Aaron that, you know, if she had the ball bearings and the oil, you know, I'm pretty sure I'd be able to, like, slide through all of the statues. Like, weaving in between them super fast. I don't think I'd break any of them.
Good lord.
So, so that's what she's yapping about.
We've reached the point where it feels like the party has zoomies.
You know, I feel like that's the way the game bowling got started, except flip it around and try
here
to
we
not.
go. He's gonna say ballin' any second now.
You see, you take your giant ball and you heave it
There
down.
he goes.
Wait, but can you still like be the ball?
Hush, you.
I mean, I never.
Hush.
Start speaking in Orcish. Then you kind of like, you know, aim for the statues.
See, Yagra's about to like thought that was a brilliant idea, and she's about to reply in Orcish with her trying to. And you hear a whisper from Yagra. It's this like very loud whisper. Don't worry, we'll talk about this later.
Okay, remind me because I'll forget.
Oh, shit, I might forget. There's a poke at Davil. Hey, so can you like remind me of this like super could you put it in your book?
Yagra will shove something in your mouth so you can't talk. These ones are weak.
Oh. For how long?
Shakes her head and looks down into this room.
There, you just see just a hand like gesturing in the general vicinity of like, do you see? Do you see what I mean by she's worse? But they're peering through. You see all 5 of the lizards in the same spot you left them. One of them kind of has his head in his hands.
I'll be real with y'all. These I am not comfortable letting live.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Fairy like sees that they're there, nods, looks back over her shoulder. If y'all keep quiet for more than 30 seconds, we might just be able to get the jump on them if we all are careful.
Okay.
Everybody prepare ranged attacks.
Jesus Christ.
Grabs a rock.
Wisp gets her bow out.
Let me pull up their stat sheet.
Because if we have surprise on them, then we get her sneak attack.
Here we go. Here's their stat. I never inputted their fucking stat sheet. I found it. I see. We're gonna go ahead and roll initiative real quick. Just to make this easier.
Oh, I don't like the way you said that.
Don't.
Initiative first.
Don't worry about it. Just gonna delete the players, I'll keep the NPCs.
I rolled a 21 again?
Hell yeah. Nat 20. Goddamn.
access to Rose in any way that I am aware of.
I got it. This is just for ease of doing this faster. Because the AC you're looking for is 10.
Oh boy.
Technically, was goes first. I would.
Alright. Wait, is Sneaky Boots going first?
Yes. Unless you guys want to have NPCs sit out, because they can.
No, we want these guys dead.
Okay.
Don't fuck up, Sneaky Boots.
Don't fuck up.
Surprise!
Well-
Advantage and sneak attack.
Well, he hit. Barely. Oh no, advantage. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just to make this easier. Going down the rainbow.
Alright.
He's aiming at red. He hit red for 10. And that's his turn, Wisp.
I will try to hit purple.
We'll say
Let's
red
see what we
is
got.
still up.
Red is still up? Okay, I'll hit red. Alright, Wisp, what have you got for us? Where the fuck is your 2 hit? It's 4. Okay. Alright, well that is a 15 plus 4.
Yep.
Alright. Damage. 7 damage, and then how much is sneak attack?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Alright. Anything else for your turn, Wisp?
Not. I don't think I have a move action cantrip I can cast, so I'll be fine.
Okay. Torin.
Yeah. Okay. Snake to the side. See. Jesus. I only have a 20-foot range on my rock. Sneak further down the hallway.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll me stealth with advantage.
Oh, what is my stealth? Where's my dice? What is my stealth? Alright. 18.
Yep. You're able to get into rock range.
Into rock range.
15 will hit for 5. Which one?
Whichever one I was closest to, probably purple.
Purple. Hit for
I
5.
don't know. And then whatever movement I have left to kind of back up out of the way, let other people. Let's see, I went. Where's my measured? Measure me.
Understood.
I don't remember. And I probably don't. Okay, squeezing like Kronk style up against the wall as much as I can to let people.
Understood. You're squeezed up against the wall. Right. So you would like to do me the honors.
Sure.
Dagger.
Yeah. Dagger.
Or I think he has only 1 dagger he can throw. Or like 1 attack.
I think you were letting me do 2? Because it was just regular daggers. He has nothing to like boost them. But if you only want me to do 1, that's fine.
If that's what I've been doing, it's okay. Go ahead. He's a bard. He doesn't do a lot of damage.
That's a 19.
Mm-hmm.
And then a 17. 17. Dead.
Okay.
That's 2
How much-
hits.
I want to see if you guys can like systematically take out all of them in one round.
That's 4 on purple
Total?
for the first hit.
Okay.
Hey, he rolled a nat 20 on the second hit.
Okay. That'll be a lot.
So, not as much as you would think. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Plus 7. Alright, I'll take out purple. Alright. It's his turn. Farah.
There, we'll come up here. And we'll kneel down so people can shoot over her head easy if they need to in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know what I have that makes this real easy?
Mm-hmm.
Blunderbuss.
You're finally using it?
Excuse me, I have
Holy
used
shit.
it multiple times.
You have?
Yes, this is like the 4th time I've used it.
I
Sorry, it's been like
using
2
it.
years.
Because I used against like the shark dudes down here.
Yeah, right. Let's fucking go.
Good thing we put the oil in the ball bearing, so when you wake them up.
Oh god. What is it with Torrid and ball bearings?
17 to hit. And
Mm-hmm.
that means I will be doing. Let's see. Because my scatter shot is a little bit less than my standard shot. If you will fucking open.
I think it's a D8 plus Dex.
Yeah, I think so. 8, 9, 10, 11, and then I have 2d6. Total of 16 to the remaining 3.
So all 3 of them take 16?
Yes, unless you want me to roll each damage individually.
Nope, that's fine. That will take the rest of them out.
Light work, baby. Let's go.
Alright. Now, Farah, as you go in, you're kneeling just in case you don't take them all out, so your companions can shoot behind you. You see all 3 of them just one by one just clatter to the floor, the loud reverberating sound of your blunderbuss echoing through the small alcove that you're in. And you hear it echoing again. And if you remember, looking up above them looks to be like a giant bell-shaped metal like tube.
Fair just looks up at it.
No.
It nods. They'll just stand up, turn around, and motion for everybody to start moving quickly.
You see, fucking Aaron and Yaga are getting ready to throw their like melee weapons in there, just yeet it. Rosette already had her psychic daggers at the ready. It's like, okay, well, looks like they're all gone. Okay. And everyone can hear the reverberating sound of the blunderbuss.
So run. Everybody run. This way.
Yep.
Oh. Alright. As you're moving down, I'm just gonna lump them all. NPC clump.
This other
And
NPC
Rosette.
clump that we are heading towards should already be gone. I think.
Yes. They're on their way out now.
What was that noise? I don't know. Let's go quickly.
Yeah, there is a look of Thorvin looks at you. There's a question of what was that on his face? But he doesn't voice it because part of him doesn't want to know.
Torn just smiles at Feyre.
Feyre just moving, not running, but speed walking, repacking the blunderbuss.
He looks at it as I see. He's got one question. There's a gesture down towards the hall. And there's a tilt of the head of still clear?
Feyre nods.
Okay, there's a nod. It's all he needs to know. And he's gonna gesture for the two guys behind him. Two civvies. Who look a bit better now that they've had some time to rest and recuperate. And they're gonna continue on their way, passing you guys in the hallway.
Yep.
Wiss, if you want to see anything about their condition, how it's improving, you go ahead and roll me medicine.
Alrighty. I think I got a +7 on that. Let me just double check before I roll. Medicine.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I didn't roll great. Time to play is this a 6 or a 9? Man, they did not make that
Hate that
easy on this die. Is it a 6 or is it a 6 if the dot is at the bottom, or if it's by the fat part?
It's a 6 if it's by the fat bottom part.
Oh, then this is a 9 because it's down by the tail. So that is a 16.
Okay. So they're kind of moving a lot faster than you thought they would. We saw them yesterday. With a quick glance, you see that they look a bit more lively. Looks like some rest is doing them wonders. They're not 100% yet, but they are much better than they were previously. You'd probably peg them at 50%.
No longer actively dying.
Mm-hmm. Wista's happy to see them better, and as they leave, she wishes them well.
You get a couple of just thank you so much, Doctor. As they're okay, we gotta hurry up, There's a couple of whispers of what was that noise? I don't know, just keep going.
I think as Wisp watches them go, she's smiling and waving, and she seems actually pretty happy.
Alright. So, they go on their way. You guys make your way down here. Now, all of you roll me perception.
So perceptive. Jesus.
Damn.
Torin, what do your elf ears hear?
19.
Exactly.
Alright.
We all hearing this shit.
Hell yeah. Wait 1 second.
Hi, Sailor.
Hi, Sailor.
No bloody shits this week, please.
Please no.
Well, we have game, and he hasn't done anything yet.
May his
Yes.
bows be
Okay.
solid.
Okay. You weren't supposed to know that we were talking about you.
Aw.
Alright. So, what all of you hear as you round this corner, and Fair, you finally finish packing back in the blunderbuss, getting it ready, because you're pretty sure what's going to happen next. And all of you just hear a sort of hissing sound. It's somewhere between a hiss and a screech. And also sounds like someone gasping and sucking in breath. And it's very, very, very quickly followed by very intense voice that sounds very panicked. Through the closed door, you're able to overhear a conversation. One of them you recognize, but it's a very low voice. You can't quite make out what he's saying. But the other one you can hear as clear as day. You're like, what was that? What was that? Who's there? I heard them. They're somewhere around here. I thought you said you were going to take care of them! You hear just a low, lower voice that's much calmer, so you can't quite make out what he's saying through the closed door, but you can very clearly hear who you assume to be the leader here, based on how he's talking. And it sounds like he's ordering someone to go check it out. And is also reprimanding them for not having taken care of it sooner.
Oren pulls out some rope, looks at Feyre.
Feyre, her tail is, twitching, and she is, very carefully, adjusting a few things, getting ready. And you see her, slowly covering in ice as she looks to the rope and shakes her head. Not sure that's going to be particularly useful here.
Puts rope back.
So I'm going to go ahead and say that she is using her armor of Agathis.
Okay.
Let me see what orange stuff is.
Prep shit.
Paper. That's what I'm looking.
So we're about to, this is the boss room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. I don't think we're gonna get to it tonight. Because it's getting late, and this is gonna be a beholder fight. It's gonna take a hot minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do one little thing, and everyone's gonna get all their prep underway, and we're gonna pick up next time, straight for combat. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Does anybody want a guidance? You guys want guidance?
I think guidance is useful for everybody here.
Alright.
Yeah.
So
Puts on mask, Amy!
You put on your mask, understood. Make sure you take a note of that.
What does this do?
Yeah. Though I will clarify that guidance only works on ability checks.
Eh? Oh, so not like attack checks or anything like that?
No, that'd be Bless. Bless is for attack checks and saving throws.
Do I have? I didn't prep it. Okay. Would having water help you here, Z?
Feyre, yes.
Do you want water?
She will take water if you have some way of giving water.
Is 10 gallons enough, or would you like more?
It would be useful. She can do a few things with that.
Here. Have some water.
Please, a water bottle. Don't spend it all in one place.
I figure Whist sees her, icing up, and then she thinks for a moment, and she's like, I don't suppose you'll be needing any water? Could you do something with that?
Feyre just kind of tilts her head for a second. It depends on what's on the other side of the door. I can use it for a few things, I guess.
Whist will nod, then take out from her bag a large novelty cup that looks like one of those like movie bucket cups I'm imagining, and just tap the lid, full of water, hands on over.
Holds 10 gallons of waters.
It's 10 gallons of water in like one small, like, the only thing I can think of is the Dune popcorn bucket, and I don't think it's them.
I'm trying to see if any of this is going to be useful. Technically, Davil can make somebody invisible, which could be useful.
Until they can cast a spell or attack. While you guys are all hearing this and you're prepping, the door here does open. While you're all getting your shit together.
Take a look at my...
Mid-transferring of water bucket. Right? And you see a certain drow come through the door, with a certain creature following behind. Are you all going to try and hide from the door?
Yeah, imagine they're all around the corner, so like you wouldn't see until he's like up here.
Yeah, he's gonna walk through. He's gonna see you all. He's gonna stop with the monster right behind him, just waiting. And looks at you, Farah, pouring behind you with Whist, holding a bucket, the gaggle of people. And there's a tilt of the head.
Surprise! Happy birthday!
He mouths one word. Now? Question mark?
Feyre nods.
There's a slightest nod. He glances behind him. And if you're around the corner, you can just kind of see like the wispiness of like tendrils flowing on either side of him as the grill comes closer. Curious as to why he stopped. He mouths one more word. Help? Question mark?
As in, do we want his help?
Nope, as in, can you help me with this thing behind me?
Feyre looks like tilts her head slightly so she sees more of the tendrils. And I guess we're Eldritch blasting this thing.
And this thing is thick. So it's going to take a whole lot to take it down in one round.
So I think Feyre starts and look back over her shoulders and just gesture for anybody that can attack it.
Y'all, if you want to attack it, you'll have advantage because surprise.
And this is just like a tendril, right?
No, this is like a I'm gonna move over here so you can see. This is a creature. You just see the tendrils just into view. But if you look around, you will see it.
It's a brain thing.
It is called
It's
a grill.
always a brain thing. What is it with 5e and brain things?
Yeah.
It's more so like, what is it with Xanathar's business partners?
So that's a... Well, do you want us to go down in order or just shout out?
One at a time. Shout out to AC looking for his 12.
12, okay.
Y'all get advantage.
So it's a 21 on the first beam.
Mm-hmm.
And a nat 20 on the second. The dice
That's...
like me tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that is a 14 plus 4 to hit, so 18.
Mm-hmm.
And then damage is d6 plus 1 plus. Do I get sneak attack?
Yep.
Where the fuck is that on my sheet? Let's see. What is my sneak attack at? Extra 2d6. Okay.
Total of 19 from the two.
Total of 19 damage. Okay.
Alright, that is 4 plus 3 plus 3, so 6, 10, 11. From list.
Plus 11. Alright, Torin.
Warren looks at the others and like, is this something that we can touch, or is it something that you better not touch?
Punch it.
Okay.
She will use her action to Eldritch Blast and then her bonus action and movement to just grab Drow and drag him down so that Torin can punch.
God damn. So that's 15 total? Plus 11. Jesus!
I don't know. Did Thank You hit too? Yeah.
26. Yeah, they both hit. Looking for a 12, my dude. So looking at 15 plus 11 is 26. 26 plus 5 is 31.
I mean, you said this thing was chunky, but how chunky is it?
Not that chunky. Alright, Torin, you smash it to pieces. Rosette doesn't even get to use her knives yet again.
You're welcome.
Alright, what's this look like?
Nasty mess just all over his hands, and he's like really disgusted. Like this, you know, throwing someone off the balcony is one thing, but getting it all over your hands is another.
Yeah, Torin, you know that feeling of like when you have like sticky soda or tea or lemonade that spills in between your fingers and it dries before you can wash it?
Looks at waste in the water bucket and puts his hand in it. Good thinking there, lass.
Yeah, the
Good
water
thinking there,
bucket
lass.
gets murky.
With her eyes, like her brows go up her head. Splash water! You ball bag!
It's still water, it's just now got bits in it.
Wrist will just like palm meets forehead back.
Feyre just crouched down, still holding the collar of this drow to keep him down. It's like looking over her shoulder at these two. I suppose that'll do it.
He straightens himself up. There's a nod of like, thank you. So you guys are gonna do this now then, huh?
Does he have some sort of objection?
It's a shake of the head. Be my guest. I will see myself out then.
Anything useful for us on your way out, since you're not gonna be coming back?
He thinks for a second. Xanathar has a few belongings on him that can give him an edge in fights. One of those things is a ring of invisibility.
Oh, great.
I suggest finding a way to track him down. Oh. And if you either want to escape with your lives, or really want a death wish, Silgar is in the other room.
Who?
Is that an above table or in-game question?
Above table. Have we heard that
Above
before?
table as well.
It was, I think, mentioned once. A long, long time ago.
So is it pet?
Yep.
Okay. Less concerned about the pet.
Roll me a history check or intelligence.
You're
Trying to remember
a
something.
lot out of favor.
If you have arguments for another thing, I want you to try and remember something I said a long ass time ago.
Favor is not a brainy character. So
Mhm.
there's not
Anyone else can. I say anyone.
Okay. Brain, you said?
Yeah. I don't
Oh,
think
God.
Torin was here
No.
yet.
Alright.
Yeah.
No, he was
Just a straight.
here. Torn came in.
I'm talking about a long ass time ago.
So, this is intelligence you're asking for?
Or he,
Intelligence or history, or if you have an argument for remembering.
Guidance yourself. Guidance yourself.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
you can
I can
guidance
guidance myself, can't I?
The book is
Alright,
special.
Alright, I will guidance myself. I don't think I have anything that, I mean, I would love to be able to roll more than just my intelligence. Unless, like, insight? No? Maybe investigation?
I'll take either of those.
Oh, okay, well, bet! Fucking let's roll insight, alright. Okay, so that's an 11, guidance adds a +4, right?
D4.
Yeah, D4. Alright. That is a 4, so we're at a 15.
Nice. Mhm.
And 15 plus 6 is 21.
Okay. Now, Liz, you're trying to remember, like, wait, you've heard the name before, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, right. And it goes like the pet that was mentioned before, but there's something else about it. There's something else you remember hearing, vaguely. It might have been something one of the others mentioned in passing. It might have been something that you heard someone else mention while the group was snooping around trying to find clues down to this place. But there is one thing you remember, and you just get the feeling that, okay, Silgar is important to Xanathar, possibly to an unhealthy degree, and Silgar was put in charge of something important. Back then, you just thought it was a person. You didn't realize it was a fish. But
Oh, the fishy fish.
you remember that the fish was given something important to keep in charge of.
Mm-hmm. So, as he says Silgar's in the other room, Wiz kind of squints, and as she does, I imagine that her ears, like, wiggle a little bit as she's thinking. Is that the fish that he gave Oh, it's not coming to me exactly, but he gave the fish something to do.
There's a nod. He likes to give Silgar all of the treasures to keep as his treasurer.
I wonder, maybe there's something useful in the bowl then. She turns toward the party, like, eh? Question mark?
Fair just kind of like gives like a one shoulder shrug. She's still kind of crouched down. Might be, but we have to get past him to get to it.
There's a nod. I wish all of you the best of luck. He's gonna be on his merry way. Unless there's any last-minute questions for him.
I don't have any.
I don't either.
He is leaving. Now, is there any other preparations you guys want to do?
I think I will cast invisibility on somebody, but I want to wait and see if we can get Iris for next time. So
Okay.
we can discuss who would be most beneficial for that.
Because I'll remind you all, Rosette is in possession of the poison that you guys got from that guy.
Yeah, I feel like our final preparations need to be done at the start of next session, so we can potentially have everybody and we can muster our resources.
Alright. Well, thank you all for playing.
Yeah. Thank you for running.
Yeah, thank you for running. I had fun.
Of course,
Still
of
slightly
course.
salty I don't have an ogre. I was looking for the ogre.
Look, I'm sorry, my dude.
They were so gung-ho about fighting last time.
They wanted to fight to escape.
But if you need one of us, if you need us to try and pick up another one or two of the NPCs,
Please.
like, let us know.
Please. That'd be great. Everyone take your fucking pick.
We can also, I imagine, recruit some other people to run an NPC if you need.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure Matt would be happy to.
Matt,
Give them.
looking at a Charles that's still in call. Or a Joe, even.
Oh.
Would you like to run a barbarian or a cleric or something?
Or a Jedi.
Oh, Jedi?
Oh yeah, we could
Hi.
get Jedi too.
Jedi, would you like to guest star?
Would you like to guest star? If you want to take an NPC off my hands for this next session, the next fight, feel free. There's a bunch of them. You do not have to, but the offer is there if you would like to. Because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 currently unclaimed.
I will tell you that Aaron is the most Jedi core character.
You want to play a
Paladin.
Yeah, Paladin.
So it's a paladin, a cleric, a rogue, a barbarian.
NPCs are their own party, essentially. So we got a cleric, we have a rogue, a barbarian, a paladin, and we have a bard. Busy has taken custody of bard, thankfully.
If somebody wants to take the bard, you can. That's how you can. But
That's
I feel
needs
like I know his
Yeah.
sheet well at this point. We can discuss that over the next 2 weeks.
Yup.
Yeah, I'm happy we got to play today. I had fun.
And it's end is in sight.
We're almost there.
Oh,
And then we can go back up
there.
to Waterdeep and have adventures.
And see what the fuck's been
and
happening.
Situations.
You say that like we've been here forever, but in reality we've been here for 2 days.
Yeah,
I
it's been
know.
2 days. It just
Nobody
feels
knows
like
where we
forever.
Thank you for watching. Take a Jedi.
Bye bye.